Warning, soon you may not have any freedoms. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. There's a lot going on, right? Assault weapons ban. What about vehicles? The attack on vehicles. What about water? What about controlling of farms, ranches, the meatless society? Pretty soon, basically, where it's headed is the big they, the real powers, the World Economic Forum, the Bilderbergers, all these, the big powerful people. You guys know who I'm talking about. The people that actually control the world. They don't want you to have any defensive tools. They don't want you to have vehicles. They don't want you to eat meat. They don't want you to collect water. They don't want you to grow your own garden, to raise your own animals. They don't want you to stockpile food. They don't want you to barter, trade outside of their system. They don't even want you to pay cash. They want to go cashless. They want to do social credit scores. They want to control. It's all about control. They don't care about your freedoms and your right or your rights. If they can take away rights, then they aren't. They're not rights if somebody can take them away from you. It's up to us to stand up for our rights. It's up to us to stand up for our water, for our cars, for our ability to defend and protect ourselves, to eat what we want to eat, to live how we want to live, to be off-grid and outside their system if we choose to. If you think about it, what's that harming? What is any of that harming? Nobody really. It's just not conducive to controlling you if you are independent of the system, if you're self-reliant, self-sufficient. All this stuff's going to be under more and more attack as time goes on. And if they get their way and push us into a world conflict, then they'll have War Powers Act where they can go around to seize whatever they want. They'll be able to come seize your garden, seize your animals, seize your preps, seize your water, seize your vehicles, whatever the hell they want. Your defensive tools. This isn't looking good. We have to have the ability to protect, defend, and stand up for our way of life. If not us, then who? Nobody. The government's not going to protect you. The government's not going to provide for you. The government's not going to take care of you. We've seen how well government agencies take care of people. Yeah, Katrina, that's just one example of poor management. Bureaucracies, huge, large government that is ever increasing. The national debt. They also don't want you using cash because then you're less controllable. They can't, if you have cash on hand, they can't just flip that switch and turn off those ones and zeros. They can't electronically shut down your bank account. They can, but what I'm saying, if you have cash, they can't control you. And that's what it's all about. All this stuff is about control. It's about power, money. It's about the powers that be becoming more powerful. So, okay, what do we do about it? But before I go into that, if you guys enjoy the content, please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up, please. I really appreciate it. It really helps the visibility of the video so more people see content like this and hopefully wake up to the fact what's really going on in the world and hopefully prepare themselves. Also, comment below, share the videos. And if you really want to help out, join us on Patreon. A lot of good content there. It's well worth $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever you want to donate, give. It's worth it. So what do we do about it? Well, you're here on this channel watching this video. And if you're still watching, you're probably really on board with prepping. Or you at least get it. You're awake enough to realize the need for it. The simple things that will keep us alive. There's a lot to it if you think about it. But simplifying our lives, going back to basics, not having, we're so blessed in the United States of America. We're so spoiled with abundance. We don't need 50 choices for what kind of canned green beans we want. We don't need all the little nice luxuries that we have. We can get by with so much less. So start doing that right now. Start cutting corners. Start eliminating all the superfluous BS and simplify your life down to the basics. Family, friends, tribe, food, protection, stuff like that. For me, the most important emphasis points are things that we will have to do, that we know we will have to do. I love all the tactical stuff. Yes, I love all that stuff. But I don't, possibly may not have to use those things. I think I will have to use them sometime. But I know that there are certain things I will have to do. I have to eat food. I have to drink water. And odds are, at some point, somebody's going to get hurt. So I have to have medical supplies and training. Those are the three biggest things to me. Have lots of food. But beyond that, if you really want to be in a situation where you can do something about maintaining your rights and your freedoms and being outside of their system, which we've talked about recently, sustainability, growing your own food, like this yummy raspberry bush. That's year one plant. We got 4 of them right there, and 2 blueberries right now. We're going to add in a bunch more. Growing your own garden, raising your own animals, catching your own rainwater, stockpiling water. That's another push from what I've heard lately is water and water rights. Also, people come in your door asking about your defensive tools. Unless they have a warrant, tell them to pack sand and get off your property. And as long as you're above board and you're legit, they shouldn't have a warrant because you're not doing anything wrong. Make sure you know what you can do about things like that. What if somebody comes up and, I've heard things about wells, and if somebody comes to inspect your well, none of your business, get off my property. I seriously doubt you have a search warrant for a well, so pack sand. What happens if they come back with law enforcement though? Well, you may need to tell them to pack sand also. Anyway, water, 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 food, 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 medical, medical, medical. All the other stuff is important also. But the brass tacks of it, I guess, is just to try to simplify your lives. Think about all the things. Here's one good thing I like doing. Take a notebook and a pen, and in a day, over the course of like say a week, write down every single thing you touch in that notebook. The vital things that you need in your life, you will use many times over that 7 days. Then you look at the things, okay, what did I not touch for 7 days? Maybe you do it for 2 weeks. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but hey, this is worth it. Maybe over a month. And then say, oh, well, I didn't touch that in a month. Kind of like the idea of if you put stuff in your garage, in your trailer, in your shed, in your crawl space, in your attic, wherever, and you don't use it for 6 months, a year, if it's not prepping related, get rid of it. If it doesn't have a use or an application of preparedness, get rid of it, sell it, use the money to buy preps. Stockpile lots of food, stockpile lots of water, grow food, raise animals, please. I want to empower you guys. We can get through this, but we have to be ready. We have to be ready to stand alone and to make do with less. So please be strong, prep a little every day, and remember that prepping is living insurance. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.